for the first time when I saw my partner.
Who is that partner?
Wow, such an attractive Japanese or Chinese, maybe Korean.
You got scammed. But you have a Spanish name.
Hello, Mamsir. Yan. Welcome to another episode of the Hellomamsir show. Yeah.
We're packed.
We're back. Like,
We're back.
oh my God.
We're
like,
back and we're packed.
Yeah. My God. Very interesting episode for today.
Yeah.
Yep.
My God.
And we have very special guests.
Yeah, very special guest. As you can see, if you're on YouTube or on Facebook, you can see there's a lot of people in this conversation.
If you're listening on audio episode on Spotify, we started in English.
Yeah.
So you know it's gonna be a full English
it's
episode.
going to be I have my tissues on my side. So yeah.
If our nose bleeds,
Yes.
sorry guests. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, by the way, I am Tito Epi.
Tito Daryl is here.
Tito Lewis.
Yeah, and we have guests for today.
Very special guests.
Three guests. Yeah. So on my right,
Tita Zhenya.
yeah,
Just Zhenya.
yeah. You know her already,
Yeah.
Tejenya.
Introduce yourself, where you're
Yeah.
from, and you've been living here for how many years? Or
So my name is Evgenia or Zhenya. I'm from Russia. I'm Russian. So, yeah, and I've been living here for almost 1 year.
nice.
That's it.
Nice.
Yeah. Tom?
Hi,
What
Tito
about-
Tom.
Yes.
Sounds like a DJ.
Tom, yeah.
Tito Tom in the house.
Wow. My God, man.
From England.
Whoa.
And I've been living
Okay.
here on and off 14 years now. So
Oh my God, 14 years.
Home from home. Home from home. So,
Wow.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
You were born here, no?
I'm now 14 and a half.
Okay.
And
And Tito John.
Yes, Tito John, yeah.
The only one. Huh?
Yeah.
So I'm French, from France. And I've been living in Dubai for 7 years now.
7 years, my God.
7 years.
So the reason why we're here,
Why are we?
why are we here, bro?
Why we have foreigners?
Yeah, foreigners, huh? So many foreigners.
We are all foreigners.
We are that is true. Technically, we're all foreigners in this country. So we're here because we're going to talk about like how do we word it? Talk about Filipino and
No, basically our guests right now is they have Filipino partners.
Filipino
Yeah.
partners. Yeah,
Foreigners
that's the
with
reason.
Filipino partners.
Yeah.
it's this topic is I mean this is not new
Yeah.
obviously, but this topic hasn't been like really talked about, and we actually want to hear from you guys, like
Yeah.
you know, your a little bit of your experience, if you can share it with us and the listeners as well. You know, for some people who don't usually try to mingle with other nationalities, and the difficulties and like with having a partner with a different nationality, basically.
Yeah.
So yeah,
if you have like complaints from your partner, you can say it to this podcast.
Yeah. No one listens to this podcast.
listens to this podcast, man. You
The
can.
problem, your podcast is on replay.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. So yeah, what's the first question, Tito Lewis?
Yeah, since the it will be an interesting question. It will be like since you have Filipino partners. So can you recall the first time you encounter Filipinos? Maybe in England, in Russia, or in France, or
any impressions.
Impression,
like,
yeah.
After there is plenty of country where there's not that much Filipino actually. Like in France, it's not something common.
John, can you close?
Sorry.
Yeah.
It's not very common to have Filipino in France.
Yeah.
We have a lot of Vietnamese. There is a bit of Chinese. It's like, but Filipino not that much. So it's more in Dubai that discovered Filipino
Yeah.
when I came here.
I think I was the same. I think growing up in a small town called Swindon, just outside London, and the same. There were not really many Filipinos at all. Again, Chinese was the main majority of, and Indian.
So
and
basically,
Pakistan,
like you have no idea what is the Philippines and what are Filipinos.
Yeah,
No?
the same here. Yeah.
Same,
I
really?
never knew like.
Same with Genia.
Yeah, because for me, I'm sorry guys, I don't want to offend you,
Yeah.
but
Please,
for
no,
me,
we're offended.
Please,
It's too late.
so only three options
Yeah.
existed, like Chinese, Korean, and Japanese.
Oh yeah.
For Asians. Okay.
Yeah, like of course we have like small nations in Russia, like from Buryatia, Mongolia, and maybe you know this, but
Yeah, they look a bit
yeah,
Asian.
but abroad, only three options for me.
So you have no idea about Filipinos
No,
before.
not at all. So when I saw for the first time, when I saw my partner,
Ooh. Who is that partner?
Yeah, I thought like, wow, such an attractive Japanese or Chinese, maybe Korean.
You got scammed.
But you have a Spanish name. How come his name is Spanish?
Pretending to be Japanese? How
Oh
come?
my god.
No, it was my first opinion.
Very
First-
familiar, huh?
She was thinking Tokyo and Okinawa.
I think only after 1 hour of our communication, I just asked, but where are you from? And I'm from the Philippines. And I thought, like, it doesn't say anything for me.
Oh yeah, at
Yeah.
that point, okay, yeah, it was no,
So that's
okay.
Is it the same thing for you guys? Or you of course you mingled before before your partner. You already have.
Have you met like
I
or
didn't,
like
didn't know closely Filipinos until I met my partner. Really,
Oh,
it was
it's the same.
Oh,
it's
that's
the same.
nice.
When I started working, really, we worked in the same company, so we met over food. I think food is our common. Food is our common passion.
Stomach is always the point.
It was.
Since we're talking about,
lunchtime in the canteen.
talking about it, like how do you guys each meet your partners? If you can recall.
I think mine was.
No, I was not too drunk.
Wow.
So me, it's very special. I just arrived in Dubai and I was there for 1 month. And the guy who introduced me to everything, he said, "Go on Tinder. You're gonna meet people and everything."
Yeah.
So I go on Tinder, and I meet my wife.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that the first?
Amazing.
Is that the first swipe or?
I don't recall.
Good answer. Good answer.
Swipe. Oh my god.
Wow.
Guys hard to catch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember. I remember I swiped
That's a
something.
good answer.
So it was 7 years ago.
It was, yes, 7 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, we are married for 4 years now, and yeah, we are together since.
7.
That's nice, man.
That's amazing.
Time fly, guys.
That's true. That's true.
I think we met 9 years ago. It was in the office, as mentioned. So I started back at a company, a British company over in Dubai.
In Dubai, okay.
And she says it was me that was flirting, but she used to bring me the wrong post. So she said, we used to have someone called Ben Thomas, and my name's Thomas. So
Okay.
she
Yeah.
used to bring me, Ben Thomas, this is your post. No. But we always think it was an excuse for her to come to come and say hello. So
Trying to catch your attention.
Yeah. So we were the young couple in the office. So we were the ones.
Nice.
In our
Declare or declare couple or
no.
underground.
Secret.
Secret.
Yeah, just the young 20-year-olds in the office.
And how long did you guys work on the same office while you were in a relationship?
Not long. It was about 6 months.
6 months, yeah, pretty short.
Just, and then it really took off after I left, and she continued there and went from there. Yeah, here we are. Yeah, now with a kid, and 4 years married, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Amazing.
never look back.
Wow.
What a journey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Jenya?
You're next.
We also met on Tinder.
Wow.
Number
You know,
two.
yeah, just
How
a couple
come?
of words
It's
about-
impossible.
This is going to be like an ad for Tinder. It's starting to be an ad for Tinder, man.
I'm sure everyone will be like, download.
They're starting to download the Tinder app now. My God.
So I do believe in Tinder. I mean, I did believe in Tinder because people who are looking for love, I think they don't need to remove this option. So why not to use?
Yeah.
Okay, so we met on Tinder, and it was in Moscow. And
They have Moscow. They have Tinder in Moscow. You need a VPN.
yeah, we used it.
Because I think you need a VPN here. No, if I'm correct.
Yeah, here it's VPN.
You used to.
Yeah, I
or
think
you
so.
still need-
How do you
okay,
guys know?
How do you know? My friend told me. It's not here. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
So nice your turn.
Yeah, dude.
So yeah.
What's your now? Now we can go back to the question, the previous question. What's your impression about Filipinos when you finally have a partner? Now, what's
Yeah.
your,
That's an interesting
Did
question.
it change?
'cause,
Yeah.
the thing is, like, she's quite international, I can say. So,
Oh.
so I know other people and other girl before, and from different origin or whatever. And when I met her, she was quite like flying cabin crew, going all over the world, living in Dubai for 15 years. So a bit detached from the culture.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even if I didn't live with her at the time, she was quite like really like international, like Dubai people, you know.
Yeah.
The first time she cooked for me, she cooked Italian food.
Yeah.
So it say right away she was not listening to a kind of a Filipino movie, and
Yeah.
so not speaking Tagalog. The first time I heard speaking in Tagalog, it was like 2 or 3 years after I was with her. So we're really strange. Yeah, it's like so she's Filipina. I know it.
Yeah.
I saw her passport.
Yeah.
you had to check it.
When we go to Japan, she have to go to the embassy first, visa and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, after it's like she's quite international for me, I think. So
Yeah.
I have the flavor when we go over there because it's her country, but still, for me, she's Asian, global. You know, it's like
Yeah.
I'm not. When I go home, she's not watching Filipino movie, and it doesn't smell like fish sauce. Everywhere.
Yeah.
Fish sauce?
Yeah, they offer fish. I don't know.
Yeah.
Patis.
Patis.
Yeah. So it's I don't know.
That is interesting, huh?
Yeah.
We're not all equal because depends the
Yeah.
partner you have.
That's
So,
true.
I don't know for you exactly.
No,
for
this is,
example.
for me, it's a bit different. I think
Okay.
my wife is very Filipino.
Yeah?
I would say.
Okay,
And
yeah.
again, I mentioned before it was about the food, and I always
Yeah.
remember her having
You were
chicken
emerged.
skins and chicken skins, food that I could not get used to. I remember in the
Yeah.
morning,
Balut?
balut, and in the morning having rice. That was my thing that took a long time
That's tough,
to get used to. Rice and
Having rice in the morning.
In the morning, yeah, for
Yeah.
breakfast.
She started by a
Rice.
coffee mine, but after there was rice sometimes.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah,
a bit
so,
like French toast. French toast.
Toast. Yeah.
Croissant, pain au chocolat. Bon, egg, rice and fish. Okay.
Yeah, egg, rice, and fish in the morning. I was
Yeah.
No, she don't do that
have a
often.
bowl of cereal. Or,
Most of the
some
time she don't do
toast
that.
or-
So that's why I
Yeah.
tell she's not really like maybe.
Not really.
I don't know. You eat rice every morning, guys?
No.
No, not nowadays, but growing up, definitely.
Yeah.
But I
That's pretty
think-
common.
I think you're out of the country as well. So for you, your
Yeah.
culture is a bit.
Yeah, the one that you told about a while ago, just like when you acclimatize in a different country, like you somehow manage to
Yeah.
adapt the culture as well.
And you have so many different culture here. That's mean at one point. So
Yeah.
it's not like you're surrounded by Filipino. Like
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
can if you want because you're Filipino and your community.
Yeah,
But you go outside Dubai, it's like so many choice.
that's true.
But if you go live in Manila,
Yeah.
if we go live over there, we are
Yeah.
surrounded by Filipinos.
Yeah.
So after we start eat rice in the morning.
Yeah, of course. Do you not know?
Jollibee.
It only took me, let's say, 2 years of marriage, and now it's pandesal. rice in the morning. Friday morning, I'm the one saying, "Come on, let's get pandesal."
After 2 years, huh?
Yeah, 2 years.
Wow,
2 or 3
yeah,
years.
pandesal
is pretty cool. nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fried rice breakfast.
Because to get a pandesal, you have to drive out, right?
We drive
Yeah.
40 minutes to the Philippine
seriously?
supermarket
40
on a
minutes?
Friday
Yeah.
morning. Yeah, it's worth the drive. We queue up and
You have
wait
no
for the hot
choice,
ones to come out the oven.
You had no choice.
You had no choice.
You had no choice.
Originally, I had no choice.
What about Jenya?
Yeah. As for the food, for me, of course, it's different because I'm a woman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's all different. But my first impression. I remember my first impression. It was I saw a man, and he was so attractive, and he was I don't know, handsome and beautiful, because he was not usual, because in Russia, in Moscow, so, and I didn't think about his nationality, and I felt like he's so I don't know how to explain. He's so like John said, it's
Like global, like
global, yes. Okay, so like
Yeah, he's
global.
Asian. He could be any nationality. Actually.
Yeah, exactly. So I didn't feel any attachment to.
But you have a lot of
One nationality.
looking Asian type in Russia, like in Kazakhstan,
Yeah.
all those countries. They are very Asian, but they
Yeah.
speak Russian.
Yeah.
So it's a bit like, when you see them, they come, they look like completely like Asian, and they are completely like Russian.
Yeah.
So you have
That's true.
Bhutan,
Yeah.
all those countries.
Yeah.
like,
And they look different from Filipinos.
Yeah.
yeah.
And so you did notice the difference when you
Yeah.
saw.
Yeah, as I told you, I thought like.
Can we
maybe
name? Can we name the guy?
I think it's going to be anonymous.
Anonymous.
Yeah.
My
Okay.
partner,
Yeah,
my
namin.
business partner.
Your business partner. So you did. So you did find like a different something in his looks that's why he caught your attention.
I don't know. I felt something, and from then on, when I saw him for the first time, I didn't feel any difference between us. I don't know. Maybe it was kind of magic, but I didn't feel any difference.
Got to believe in magic.
I think it was.
What is the
love
music
for
of
the first
Titanic? The
time.
movie?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So yeah, we talked about these kinds of things, like free flowing and safe thing that is happening with relationships between Filipinos and you guys, other nationalities. Maybe we can talk about like what are the difficulties of having a Filipino partner or a Filipino partner. Well, like first thing that comes in your mind.
Hey, like
Yeah.
let's go. Let's say, like, except for Tom, which is he obviously is English, and you guys, you don't. English is not your first language.
Yeah.
No, even
How
if,
do you-
even if our language is second,
that-
English second language, right?
Yes.
We still struggle.
Yes.
struggle,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean they go the bridge language, the lingua franca is English anyways for
Yeah.
everyone. But like, how do you handle like frustrations with like miscommunication or this? Yeah, when you
Misunderstandings.
try to want to say something but you can't say it in English or something. Do you sit it out? Do you just walk
Yeah, I'm
out?
French. I'm upset. You know.
Always up. Yeah.
That's in our gene, we are upset all the time. No, after it's not exactly the language barrier. It's more like the interpretation of the thing.
Oh.
The way we see, I can see things. She will see it differently because we are not from the same culture, education.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even if we are more or less adult living in the same world, we have different paths. And then from there, it's like we interpret things different. When I go to I will go in a shop, for example, and there's a horrible service or something, I will say it loud
Yes.
because I don't care.
Yeah.
Because at one point I need to express myself, and it's in my culture to express.
Yeah.
Yep.
She will say, no, shush.
Yeah.
This is so Filipino.
Even if she thinks exactly like me,
Yeah.
she will complain behind, and me, I will complain in front. So that's the different things we.
Yeah, because we are passive aggressive.
Yeah, we're passive aggressive people.
It's like shyness, not shyness, I would say, but something like you keep it for yourself because you don't want to embarrass people.
Yep.
Even if they deserve it, sometimes. But sometimes we abuse as well. So
We actually avoid conflict a lot.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's kind of escaping of the reality, and us is the opposite. We create the égalité, fraternité, and the freedom of speech.
That's true.
It's come from France at the beginning of the revolution, Bastille, and
Democracy.
everything.
Yes.
So democracy came from France.
Yes.
They invented democracy. But now they are not very doing it anymore. But so it's stepping the two foot fit inside, and always say loud what you think inside. So sometimes it deserves you, sometimes it's not good. Sometimes.
Dude, imagine it like if you're in a store in the Philippines and you just complain, everyone's heads are gonna turn.
Of course.
Like, who's this white guy?
My name is Briones. My name is like yours. You have Avenue and Boulevard who have the same name as mine.
I have people who has the same surname.
I know.
With you. I know people.
Briones.
Yeah, because I'm Spanish origin, so my cousin, they went around your island at one point. But it was funny when the first time I went in the Philippines, because I never crossed the path of any same name family as mine. Never in France.
Never in France.
Even if I'm Spanish origin, but I was living in France. And when I was in the Philippines, it was even like taxi company and the boulevard in Cebu. Like, my name is everywhere.
Famous.
And even here in Dubai, so that means at one point you call a call center or something, they have your name and they start to speak in Kabayan Baba. They assume right away that you're Filipino.
Because of the name.
Even at school, there's a guy who I'm working with at school. He say, I have one friend, my best friend, Jonathan Briones. It's just like
exactly the same name.
Exactly.
How about Tom? What about you?
I was going to say, if the guess is not true for Ford, not many Fords in the Philippines.
You have a very popular...
We prefer Honda.
But no, I think we're kind of the opposite. Like say, similarities attract and opposites attract. I think for me and the wife, we're quite similar. So we're both, while John's in the corner, maybe being loud, we're both shy. I don't know if it's the British culture as well. It's quite similar to the Filipino culture, or if it's just my personal kind of personality and the way I was brought up. But we're both the shy ones. So,
but generally, British people are like that as well. Or like they don't want to.
I think so. Yeah. Again, UK is such a large country, and it varies from the south of the UK to the north of the UK. And I think, coming from the south of the UK, I think we are kind of quite quiet. So we would have an awful meal or really bad service, and we'll sit there quietly, and the bill will come, and we say, should we give them a tip? It wasn't that good. Okay, let's give that. We still.
I understand that.
Well, actually, if the food is not good in a restaurant, I will not really like say it. It's more like about the service or the people that treat you. After the food is not good, but I would say both. Not good.
I think we bonded over our kind of similarities, and
so there's not much miscommunications.
Not too much miscommunication, no. And I think the other thing about my wife, I think, is the family aspect. She's has one of 4 sisters and kind of very close family and things. And that's been quite important. That kind of drew me in, and it wasn't long before we went over on holiday over to the Philippines and met the family. We just started dating, and it was a great experience, and that kind of was a kind of an eye-opener to me to see the Filipino real culture and the country, and the islands are beautiful, and the country is amazing. We went down to Boracay for the first time 10 years ago, and it was unspoilt back then, an amazing place, and kind of so welcoming, and that was what drew me to let's say the Philippine culture, and my wife particularly, is kind of the personality. We bonded over being, as I mentioned before, the youngest 2 in the office, and kind of it went from there. Just the interesting the relationship.
That's nice.
Next,
Chenya.
I'm thinking about the language. If it's
Was there a time that you had like a really annoying conflict?
Yeah, like a similar what John was saying. Different understanding.
First time I think it was a problem. Now, of course, I got used to, and I totally understand that my English is not so perfect. But we have to find one language. So and
you don't learn Russian.
Husband.
He learns.
He does.
But what I want to say about the language, the main thing in a couple, I think it's now I'm being so philosophical, but it's a language of love. So if you have,
what does it mean?
If you have the same values, in life, in love also. So I think we will you will find the language you will speak, and it's about the values. It's about what else? Hobbies. Or what else?
Similarities, you mean?
Yes,
Yeah.
interests. Yeah.
Interests, yeah.
So, but different mentalities, of course. And I'm also, as John said, I'm sometimes I'm also too loud to express my opinion. But my partner, he tries to stop me, like. No. It's okay.
Is it normal in Russia?
We have the atomic bomb. Could flood the place.
I'm not sure. Russia is so big, so I cannot say about all Russia. But about me, I'm as a rule, I struggle for my for my rights. Can I say so? Yeah. I'm always trying to not to skip something that I don't like. Maybe.
Okay.
So it's different.
A follow-up questions. When you were dating or when you're together right now, do you get the look? Do you get stereotypes?
Oh,
of being married to a Filipina or Filipino?
For me, I think being in Dubai, it's such a multicultural country. I feel like not at all being in Dubai. I think when we travel, sometimes I think in two different situations. When we go back to the UK, I think definitely sometimes we get the look. Especially back to, as I mentioned, my hometown. There's not so many Filipinos, and everyone's.
Do you hear it?
It's wrong to say they kind of grew up with the kind of school kids, and then they end up ending up together, and don't really move. They don't move away from their town, so they might marry the girl next door or kind of thing a bit more. It's quite a small town kind of vibe going on there, and I think there is definitely the.
Do you hear anything? What do you have anything hurtful? What they said or?
Not so much. I think more just quietly, just kind of more kind of the men was that what's it like? How can you have, and a bit back to the language kind of thing. How can you have kind of the small talk, and how can you really do you have growing up? How do you talk about your childhood, and you have completely different memories? So how?
But that's interesting, right?
It's very interesting. But no, I say with the wife we have very interesting conversations and very similarities and differences that I think make it more interesting as a relationship.
This is what make exactly the difference, because your son, for example, will be born in Dubai from English father with a Filipina mom, and what he will do in his life, we don't know yet, but he will be going somewhere. So it's a luggage, you have plenty of experience, differences, different culture. Could be for the food, could be for education, plus the language. So it's only a plus. He will go like. Because I know so many people, they never get out of their village, they spend their life in their village, they've been born in the same house. So for them, the world is so
narrow.
So narrow, they don't have the exit, they don't see the possibility of the world, because they never moved. And the thing is, I think is the best experience in your life is always traveling, is like opening of the mind.
I strongly agree with that.
You open to a different culture, different thing, you like, you don't like. Good culture, bad culture, whatever. Even if there's no bad culture, but so you can go to completely like different culture, and you will adapt. So it become adaptation. You take the best of it. You can leave whatever you don't like. So it's good. Traveling is like the best thing in the world. I've been traveling all my life, and I would continue if possible. I will never go back in France, for example. It's like me. I'm going on the other side.
But do you get do you get a stare?
When you travel, like
have you ever or
here,
even not with you, if you didn't notice, like maybe does your wife complain of those times?
No.
Someone said something, or someone give you a
no, because we went every time we travel, we've been in Asia, I think so. Asia.
Okay. And here nothing from here.
No, from Dubai impossible. There's like so many. No, just when I my friend, they say, "Where your wife from?" Philippines. Like, oh yeah, like everybody almost.
Like everybody.
All my friends, they were Filipino.
Pretty much true.
But here, when you you speak to every Asian people, like 80% they are Filipino. So that's mean it reduce the. It's not like Korean, Japanese, or whatever. It's like the majority is Filipino. So at one point, You have more chance to finish with a Filipina than with a Japanese girl. Huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Or you have to search. You start to make rules, you know.
Yeah, only just.
You have the passport. You need plenty of visa. Oh no, I don't want you.
Actually, I do remember a specific time when you mentioned, was it a look? But actually, it was an event back in my hometown where we went to the pub, and the local drinking age is 18.
Yeah.
So, and growing up in the UK, again, it was a small town. There wasn't much to do, so you probably would start going to the pub when you're 15 plus.
And small town.
Sorry, everyone. May have served me back in the day, a long time ago. And we went with my wife and I and a few friends, and there were probably a group of 15 people, and we were all sat around having a nice afternoon. And she said, I'll get this round in. We were all midway through our drinks, and she went to the bar and they said, can I see your ID, please?
Whoa.
And she had a Philippine, I don't know your ID, maybe the national ID, was it?
Maybe
Showed them, said,
advantage card, SM advantage card.
yes, I think probably.
The Carrefour.
Carrefour club membership.
Yeah. And they said, sorry, this is not valid here. She said, what is valid? They said, do you have a passport or do you have a UK identification? She said, no, I'm from the Philippines. I'm visiting with my boyfriend at the time and here to stay. And they said, I'm sorry, I can't serve you. And actually, you and your friends need to leave now. So it was a horrible kind of feeling for me. I felt really bad. This is my town. This is where I kind of grew up. And
this is British people, huh?
It's not like that. French is
It
not
wouldn't
like
happen
that.
in France.
12 years old. You can in France.
12 years old.
I was buying cigarettes and beer for my mom and my father. I was 8. They never asked me nothing.
Is it really true?
Yeah.
Really? Oh my God.
We came from another era, I guess. It was,
But it sounds like how I grew up in the Philippines.
I think it was nobody asked question for nothing. I was buying the cigarette for my dad and my mom. I was 8 years old, I think.
Yeah.
They were thinking it was for me. It was not for me.
But Tom, how did you handle this situation?
We tried to negotiate, tried to kind of say, come on, it's ridiculous. You know, she's here. Clearly, we were old enough. We weren't still 14, by the way. We were, I think, early 20s at the time.
Yeah.
And, they said, no, I'm sorry, that's the law. If you don't have an ID, you can't stay. So we all left. It put a bit of a downer on
Is it really because of the age or like it's kind of like a racist kind of thing?
We're not sure. Yeah. That's why,
okay. So it's kind of like
we basically boycotted that place.
Yeah.
And never went out back. And but so that was the only time we kind of felt difficult. But ever since then, no, it's never. As I say, definitely living in Dubai, as John says, with I'd say the majority here is Filipino.
It's almost it's the opposite. You're not Filipino? I cannot enter.
here in Dubai, yeah? Not Filipino. John Briones and you're not Filipino.
It's a fake ID. Get out. You stole it from somebody, from a poor Filipino people.
Oh my God.
Shame on you, friend.
What about Jinya?
No, okay, because about the same question, right?
Yeah.
John mentioned about being stereotyped, all Filipinos dating different nationality. For Jenya, it's
opposite.
the opposite.
Yeah.
To
be honest,
you know, I don't notice people's stereotypes, but my partner, sometimes he tells me like, look, he's staring, but I don't care.
Your partner is aware that someone is staring at you guys?
Yeah, sometimes because he's such
proud?
an observant. But I'm okay. As I told you, I don't feel any difference between us, so I feel so comfortable. It's okay for me.
Any particular situation?
Yeah, maybe in Carrefour sometimes people ask like, "Where are you from?" Yeah, people ask me, and I remember there was a question from someone. Are you from China? To my partner, not to me, of course. Like it's so unusual. Me, Russian and Filipino. So it's unusual.
I think that's the second most every question every time you meet somebody is like, how was your name? Where you from?
Yeah.
That's by the way. It's like,
Yeah.
Like from school.
because you came from somewhere. And we are not from here. So at one point,
That's
like,
true.
Yeah.
where you from?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's very
Oh
normal.
yeah, like if you were surprised. Oh yeah, wow.
They can't tell from your
From the
accent.
Philippines. Where is that? I heard about that.
Oh man.
My God.
Which one of the 7,000 islands?
Yeah,
High tide or low
But you are
tide?
Low tide, yeah. I don't know the reference,
Yeah,
huh?
you know.
7,149.
Wow.
You know better than us.
Something like that.
Yeah, Luz, we have a question.
Have any of you learned any Filipino
Word?
words?
Or anything that like
Curse words, man.
Curse, yeah.
to
No,
remember.
I know.
no, because she don't speak Filipino at home.
She doesn't?
And she don't speak. We
Wow.
speak English at
Wow.
home. So and there's no Filipino people around to speak when mom come or whatever. But if not, so we speak English. So,
But any word that
yeah, salamat.
Salamat, yeah, okay.
Salamat.
The basic.
Yeah.
Kabayan.
Oh, yeah. Or every time I say, oh, that's it, pantsit.
Yeah, also Sagit.
That's it, pancit.
There's nothing.
Sagit. Sagit.
Sige, sige.
Sigit.
Sige, sige.
Sige.
Saglit.
Saglit.
So, it means trouble for us, you know, like,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you always opposite me, yes. Or
It's
something.
yes.
Yeah.
It's yes.
So every time in the conversation, I'm like, oh, wow. Nothing.
You're worried for nothing. It's just a yes.
I'm like,
Yeah.
in French, is not good. It's
No.
like,
Yeah.
trouble.
I know mahal kita.
Everyone
know?
will relate
You know?
mahal kita.
No.
Yeah, I know. You don't know?
no?
You should say mahal kita to your wife.
I'm gonna look on Google first.
Don't trust guys. You don't trust Tom that much.
I know.
What about you, Tom?
Yeah.
I know a few little words.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your favorite word?
What's my favorite one?
Yeah.
I was just thinking of a very rude one. That's not my favorite one.
Yeah.
And one you
I
can
like
say.
mahal kita.
Mahal kita,
Maganda
It doesn't have to be.
Maganda
It's,
hapon.
yeah. Nice.
I've been taught bayag. I don't know why.
That's nice. Yeah.
Any kids around?
What is it? What is it?
Sorry.
It's alright.
But I've always been like fascinated by the way that even like on your TV in your national country, where you start in Tagalog and you mix in English and
Yeah.
you go back in
Yeah.
Tagalog. So when you take a shortcut when the English is more easy, and then you jump on it and
we
then
do it.
you bounce back in your language.
We do it a lot.
And then
Yeah,
after, when you say time, it's in Spanish. So it's
Yes,
like
yes.
it's really confusing.
It's really fucked up.
It's like cuatro.
We were
las
talking
cinco,
about it a while
Yeah,
ago.
you had a question about
Genia
it.
was like
Yeah.
asking me about it. Like, what was your question about it?
About the word
Like the
friends.
interchangeable things.
About
like,
the word friends, right?
And
Yeah.
also about numbers. Why do you why do you
But that's the Spanish
Yeah.
influence, I guess.
Yeah.
That came.
Yeah.
I
Actually,
think the train of thought is easier for us to explain in English and Tagalog. Reversible,
why?
like I don't know, interchangeable.
Taglish.
Taglish.
Like we were actually discussing because briefly some of the words that we use English most of the time when you use the actual Tagalog word for it, it sounds very formal.
It sounds too formal.
It's too formal. So it's the English version is kind of like the easy slang way when you speak
Yeah.
with friends or
Yeah.
So when you say the actual Tagalog word, you sound weird. You sound
Yeah.
like literature.
Yeah.
Something like that.
And I think even between Filipinos, you would talk kind of with English words.
Oh,
Yes.
it's on
Yeah.
TV and it's for
I think-
themselves because
yeah.
it's a national country. So sometimes I was like, wow, it's like the guy is swapping from English to Tagalog. Or after I did Cebuano and Visaya and all
Yeah,
of them.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's another thing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's amazing that you can surf on different language and take whatever is the best for you. And
Yeah.
But the easiest explanation is it becomes a slang. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's very easy for us to.
but we start to do the same, I think. In France now they start to say plenty of words in English. Like yeah, and that's quite new because before it was not like that. They were refusing. You have the all okay and stuff like that. But sometimes
Yeah.
they say, oh, display, or they put some really weird that makes no sense.
How do the old people look towards that
They think
situation
towards,
though?
yeah.
Like
What do you mean?
how do
Like,
they
How do they
they
react?
feel about it?
Yeah.
Like young
Well,
people
they
use
are,
more.
but they have I don't know. They're dying from COVID now, so
Oh man.
Yeah, they
usually don't think about that.
It's very dark.
Yeah, it's quite dark. You have to die of something. No.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the topic.
Oh my God.
I think they are not obsessed like the Canadian, for example. The French Canadian, they're very obsessed with English and French. So that means they transform all the word in English in French.
Yeah.
Parking is stationnement. Shopping is magasin, because magasinage. So they refuse. Even when they play golf, they don't play on the green. They play sur le vert.
So there's specific words for specific
but they
things.
translate everything in French because they refuse. For them, they're surrounded by English people, and they want to become to stay because they are losing the language.
Yeah.
All the immigration learn English first because it's so much easier than French. So in Canada, in Quebec, they're losing the language. So to keep it, they have to fight, and they're really against the English. They don't like you. Huh?
Yeah, in Russia.
In French, not that much.
Is there a war between?
Yeah.
It's like the English channel.
Yeah.
Why is it called the English channel, not the French channel?
Sorry.
Sorry, we should move back to the topic.
Dude! Oh my God. This is a war, huh? Opposite.
We just met, yeah?
Oh my God.
We'll see each other at the Rugby World Cup. We're gonna see each other.
Guys, this is a Filipino topic, okay?
Stay on the side.
Oh my God.
Deal with your problems later, okay?
Find a different podcast for this one.
Too late.
Jenna. Okay. Any Filipino words?
Yeah.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, I told you. Mahal kita.
Okay.
I also know basura.
I know a song.
Do you know basura?
Oh wow.
Yeah, but I think it's a kid's song.
What is it?
Can you share with it? Yeah. Can you sing a few bars?
A few bar? Tong 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 taki tanki.
Yeah, it's a nursery rhyme.
Yeah, nursery rhyme.
It's a nursery rhyme.
Yeah. I always taught
That's
that one.
nice, man.
In
But
fact,
I also know
a
a
long time
song.
ago.
Coconut nut.
Yeah, it's a Filipino
Sing it.
I must be lucky.
Join.
No, she don't put that.
But on a serious note, I think my wife doesn't want to teach me Tagalog. I think she likes having her own language, and as we were saying earlier about the difficulties, I think when she feels frustrated sometimes and she can
But you cannot
go
escape.
off and
You speak English, so
I
when you
can't do
upset,
it,
she
but-
understands.
Yeah, exactly. She can get upset and
true.
she can.
How do you feel about
kind of-
that, though?
Yeah,
you cannot,
I'm going to learn with my son. I've said there's no way that she could now teach him and not teach me. So that's why I've started with the nursery rhyme.
Or your Scottish, or the
from
Scottish accent, or the Irish accent.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Try to.
Exactly.
In regards with this language, do you know any other language compared to your country?
Okay.
Friends, do you know any?
I used
John?
to speak Spanish when I was young because
used to?
Yes, because I was living in Spain. My dad is from all my
And now?
family. I still understand it, but I don't practice, so I lose the. I still have thousands and thousands of words,
Okay.
but I cannot make sentence anymore. But if I could practice, maybe I could learn it back.
Yeah, of
but
course.
it would take me maybe a year.
It's a matter of time.
But I'm a bit lazy, I guess. But yeah, Spanish, French, English.
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
nice.
Well, at school we had to learn French and German. They were the two languages that we were taught, but it was, I think, 2 years we had to do it compulsory. And
okay.
I can talk maybe five words from each, and that's it. The numbers up to 10, and so it was never really practiced again. I think.
Do you have also the Latin language? We have Latin.
No, we don't. We don't learn.
It's
Latin.
like the origin of most of European language, so it's the basic, the roots. So that it's
Grammar
good.
and
It's good to learn other language. So Latin was on the program. Horrible language. Horrible.
Nice.
Yeah, I used to speak French as well. Yeah, but now it's all about practice. I don't practice.
But you can understand.
Yeah, I can.
So if John starts to speak, and you can catch up.
Yeah, I believe.
Have to be careful.
Yeah, dude. Be very careful.
Yeah. No.
Be careful. Someone understands.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, but every time I try to understand Tagalog, no, never.
Yeah.
Just all these English words.
The English words.
That's it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Sometimes in the conversation when she's talking to the mom or something, I can catch a word or two and I understand which
The
is
context,
the
yeah.
context, because it's English word
Yeah,
that
oh.
pop up in the middle of
Yeah.
of sige sige and stuff like that. There's a word.
There's a word. Yeah, you piece them together, you can work and say, oh, you do understand.
Oh, yeah.
Tagalog. I said, yeah. I'm feeling very proud. Like,
But when
most
you
of that
hear
in
your
English.
but when you hear your word, your name like for in a sentence like 3 times, you'll be
There's a problem.
yeah. There's a problem. John, John,
Intonation.
there's going to be a problem with that.
No, I'm a good guy.
Have you guys have you considered living in the Philippines?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
That's the next
Interesting.
plan.
Anyone?
Oh, wow.
That's
That's the next
Whoa.
plan, next destination. Because everybody told me all the time, so when do you go back in France? I said, never.
Really?
Philippines. In one on the Mindanao. So, next to Davao.
Very
Oh,
peaceful-
why?
peaceful place.
Because I don't know, we went in vacation over there and we were looking for land.
Yeah.
And my boss, his wife is from the Philippines,
Yeah.
from Samal Island.
Oh,
Wow, Samal Island's really.
You know that place,
looks
yeah.
good.
And we went there on vacation and we were looking to buy a land and we found a land, we buy a land. So we have a land.
Wow.
That will be my retirement
that's great.
location. Yeah.
Wow.
The
Buying
Philippines,
land.
Samal
Wow.
Island, in front of Mont Apo.
Can you send us the Google Maps location?
I will.
So that we can visit you.
Come and visit San Antonio Babac.
We will be there.
Yeah.
Well, you need to have a motorbike. There's no road.
No
it's like
roads,
a
no roads.
dirt.
Rough roads.
Wow.
Rough roads.
It's like if you're doing a Paris Dakar,
Dirt
you know
roads.
the race. It's like
Yeah.
it's hard to access, but it's a nice place.
Wow.
You guys.
I think
What about Tom?
we definitely would live in the Philippines. It's
Oh.
not, I think, as close as a reality as John's plan, but no, I think we would retire definitely in the Philippines. The
Why?
people, the food, the weather. Compared to England,
Fish and chips,
fish and chips,
mango, papaya, rice in the
coconut
morning,
trees, rice in the morning, pandesal,
pesos, pound, pesos better.
Coconut.
Jen?
Yeah, we would.
I've never been to the Philippines. So.
Never.
You should.
But I
visit.
don't mind retiring.
Next.
Really?
Yeah, you should,
Wow.
but you should visit and so you can see if if it could work
Amazing.
for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After you need to have an experience of the Asian world. If you South Asia, if you because it's really different from Europe, from Russia. So
Yeah.
it's another world. It's a world in the
Another
world.
planet.
Yeah. Because it's more like
Very tropical country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have like
Chaos on
summer
the street.
That's
Very
true.
noisy. Very noisy. Yeah, noise for them is not an issue. It's like on the streets you cannot even talk to each other. There's so much noise. It's like
Bidjoke. Yeah.
danger. But Manila, because normally Asia is not dangerous. Manila is a bit. You have to be careful.
Yeah, very chaos.
You see people with a gun, shotgun at the entry of the mall. You're like,
Yeah, that's true.
I never thought about that.
What was your first impression with that?
The security guards.
Security
You were
guards.
surprised to seeing them.
no,
Yeah?
but I think it's more a dissuasion than anything else, I guess. 'Cause,
Yeah.
I heard and I know that some they don't even have bullet and they don't know how to.
Yeah.
They don't have it. Some you
So
see
it's more
doesn't
like
have a trigger.
a dissuasion of the guy, because if you leave the door open, of course they will try.
Yes.
Now, some of them they have like batuta. They show their batuta to you.
The
Like,
baton.
the batuta. Yeah.
No, I know, because I used to have a friend. He was working for Air France, and his dad was the kind of manager of station, and he was moving every 5 years to different places, and he lived in Manila for 5 years.
Yeah.
And it was like in the 80s, so that was a long time ago.
That's a long time.
Wow.
It was,
Yeah.
Marcos time?
Yes.
I'm not sure.
Uh,
At the time, they were even building that gun themselves, like contraband gun and
Yes.
stuff. So it's
Yeah.
a lot of violence, a lot of.
because we had martial law under
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was, Philippines is tough.
Yeah.
There is
That's
all
true.
kind. There is rich people, some the middle class, and there is
Yeah.
really poor, the slum and everything. So it's not like if you go in Thailand in holidays, Philippines
Yeah.
is more tough. Here, the Filipino people here are very nice because they are expat. They are
Yeah.
working foreigner.
Yeah.
But when you go over there, you have the reality of the world, I guess, and it's less fun.
It's you notice the difference between the mentality, right?
Yeah, because I was with my wife and we arrived and we wanted to go to I think it's the hotel casino on the other side of the airport.
Yeah.
And I said, let's walk. And she looked at me. I said, you're crazy or what?
Oh
I said, why?
yeah.
I said, no, we don't walk in this street.
Yes.
It's too dangerous. I'm like, Dangerous what?
Oh, what was the time in that? Like,
It was in the night, something like that. Yeah.
that's true.
So we take a taxi for 400 meters
Wow.
Exactly.
to go on the other side.
Exactly.
Because me, I don't care. Elbow. But the thing is dangerous. No?
Yeah.
The drugs, it's,
That's true.
it's tough. So that's why. And when you go to the mall, they screen you like if you go to the airport, the bags and everything, and you go through the screening and they have guns everywhere. And inside the mall, they even have their own shop with their own security. So they're like if they don't believe the security of the mall.
Yeah. We don't trust that guy.
It's a country that give up on his own protection. So that means people protect themselves.
Yeah.
They don't trust the country.
Yeah.
That's
So
a
they have
good-
to protect themselves.
That's a
Yeah.
good take actually about that, because like the big change that we actually saw when everyone moved to Dubai. Obviously, we're all from the Philippines. It's so different.
But you take some wrong habit here. You leave your phone on the table. You go get your order.
Yeah.
Very wrong habit you take.
Yeah.
Too
Which
safe.
is really bad,
you
yeah.
think,
Really, really
Because you
bad.
do this even in France. Even in France, they say keep your phone like this. 'Cause they go with scooter on the sidewalk and they go by behind you and they grab everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know French, is like it's quite tough.
I think same in London. You wouldn't sit with your phone out. You put your wallet in your front pocket when you're on the
always.
tube or anything.
True.
No, that's quite tough.
But again, I heard Paris is
Paris
even
is
another level to London.
another
yeah.
jungle. Yeah.
Yeah.
This city, Dubai, really
Yeah.
spoils everyone.
Yeah.
It does.
we become like cotton, like we become marshmallow.
It's actually true.
Do you see fight on the street here? You see
No.
fight
That
people
is
with
true.
knife
Yeah.
and bottle
That
and
is true.
screaming, and
Yeah.
you see nothing here.
Yeah.
It's
Exactly.
quiet.
I don't know about anyone else. Probably
Here
why
you
it's
say a
so
bad
hard to
word,
leave,
they give you a fine.
Yeah.
It's true. It's really true.
You talk bad to me, I call police.
Oh
Exactly.
yeah.
This is Dubai.
Yeah.
But we are lucky. We are protected.
Yeah, we are lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Safety.
It's,
We have to enjoy what we can, but we have to stay conscious that when we're gonna move, it's like different. So don't.
I feel like when I go back home, the city's gonna tear me apart.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I don't think I worry about my kids growing up now. Are they going to grow up too protected?
That is
'cause
what-
they've
Too
been,
sheltered,
too
yeah.
sheltered.
Too
Too,
sheltered.
they've given
That's a-
everything, and
that's a good-
safety is
Yeah.
just
Even
a given. Like
Good
whereas if they go to Paris on their own or head back to the UK for university for the first time, and it's like, wow, they've never really experienced that.
I don't know you, but if you look, I know when I grew up, my world was dangerous. It's like you go on the street, you go left, you go right, and you have to go to school by your own. And there's the big kid from the college. They want to your lunchbox, and it was a fight of the fight. Every day.
Yeah.
Like lightly, nothing. This was not a war, but you have to compare to now. It's like
Yeah, nothing now.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
At 10 years old, you were already like not an adult, but I was staying at home alone, doing the dishes. I have to cook, have the food in the fridge. I have to do myself. Yeah, 10 years old, what they do?
Yeah.
They are assisted the kid now.
Yeah. They watch. They watch.
So
on
they
YouTube.
become old. They become adult later. They
Yeah.
take more times.
Yeah.
Me at 16, I leave home. Left alone.
Yeah, the times is different
Yeah.
right now.
Now they're 25. They still live with the parents. Me at 16, I was living in Canada,
Yeah.
7,000 kilometers away from my family.
Wow.
Because I decided to, and it was before they kicked me out. It was time to move. So it's like I don't know. I think we are changing. The world is changing.
I think so.
Very fast. Yeah.
Since
Me, he will go in the slum in Manila. My son will go over there.
since
Kick into reality.
since both of you already been to Manila, so how does the family think about the relationship? About
Right, I guess from the start, like where
From the
they
Filipino side?
Yeah.
yeah,
What
from
they
the
think
Filipino
about
side.
us?
Yeah,
Me, they are happy, I think.
both sides, I guess, both sides.
Yeah. No, my mom, on my French side, they know since the long time I never had French girlfriend, I guess.
Yeah.
Always different countries, so. And
Are you allowed to say that?
yes, but I had a life before.
Nothing to hide. John has nothing to hide.
Yeah, we all had a life before. huh?
Yeah, true, man.
We can cut this after. Like,
The replay?
Just put it. The replay.
Thank you so much. I think on the Filipino side they're happy. I don't know. I don't understand what they say to each other. So, but they always warm me with welcome. So
Yeah.
I think no, all good.
That's
I
great.
think they're happy for their daughter that she's happy and
Yeah.
So
That's the main thing.
yeah, I think it's the main thing. And she was living already abroad for more than 10 or 15 years.
Yeah, so yeah.
So they understand that. They were even they wanted the son to have blue eyes. That was a request.
Did you figure it out?
Did you find the magic?
Didn't work.
Didn't work.
Try again, dude. Try again. Try again.
You have lashes, but you don't have blue eyes.
So you're trying another one, huh? Trying another one? You're trying
I don't know.
Okay, safe answer.
Jen, what about
How
you?
about you, Jen? Yeah.
Um,
What does your
Yeah, you know,
family-
we are happy and we are lucky. We managed to travel to Russia twice together. So and my parents and it's so good. My partner he got acquainted with my father because later he passed away. But my parents and now my mom they're happy for me because they see me happy.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. And my partner he's so cute. It's impossible. It's impossible not to love him. So and about my partner's side, I'm not sure because I have never met them. Yeah, so I hope they are
Fingers
happy.
So Philippines soon. Next
Tom?
Yeah. I think for me, from the Philippines side, I remember the first time I met them was actually, they were a bit shocked because, I'll be very honest, we weren't actually dating at the time. And her mum, I remember her mum, I didn't understand.
So you came
but
as
again,
friends?
we came as friends. And,
Like your pals.
So her mum obviously said to her in
believed
Tagalog,
that.
I didn't understand, said, what will the neighbours say? You know, you've brought a boyfriend, a friend, to stay with us.
White
and
boyfriend.
Oh, and he's not Filipino. So it was quite the experience. But of course, as I said before, the people, her family particularly, are so welcoming. And the food, I keep saying food, but it was non-stop flowing. And ever since, obviously, we just bonded. And
This is strategic, the food. Huh?
yeah, but ever since we try and go, before COVID, we would go 2 or 3 times a year. We'd be in the Philippines to
Amazing.
spend time. So no, they're more welcoming than you could ever kind of ask for.
And
But-
what about your side?
and my parents, well, are very happy. Yeah, they met quite early on in the relationship. We were just early dating, let's say. So, and I think they've, warmed to her and the personality. And I think they're kind of couldn't ask for more of a wife to me and mother of our child now. So, no, we're very lucky from the family side. So,
That's great.
yeah, it's a good.
That's nice.
And now, because you've been together for a while now, any culture that you like or that you can
Eventually adopt
or you can share to other nationalities about this kind of culture or anything nice or bad?
Yeah, you know, I've been thinking about it. Like, what's the main feature? Yeah, you know, I would call it some lightness of people. And I don't feel when I talk to Filipinos...
Since now we're all Filipinos, you're surrounded Filipinos.
Yeah, it's, I feel this lightness of people. So lightness of being. I don't know how to say. It's a bit philosophical again. Yeah, but it's Filipino people. They are light, so that's how.
And Russians, they're not light.
No,
They're heavy.
No, we are not. We are heavy.
I know Russian for a long time. It's in my job. I saw them all the time, so I know how Russian are. They could be very sympathetic and or they're very close. That's mean they don't talk.
Yeah.
There's people I know them for 10 years. They never talk to me because I disembark people, in plane. And I saw them briefly for 10 minutes. I take the passport and I do immigration for them and everything. But there's some they don't talk.
Yeah.
And they recognize me. So
why not? Yeah, why not to talk?
yeah, it's like they could they don't
Why not to
acknowledge.
smile, for example?
Yeah,
But,
they don't have to, but it's like it's they are like this, so they don't open themselves. And after when they are drunk, it's the opposite. It's the opposite.
I agree with that.
This is contrary with Filipinos, right? We're so
we're opposite
It's
of that,
always a laugh. It's always a party.
Yeah.
It's always a kind of jokey, fun time. I find with the kind kind of my wife and
I
the
think
friends or other friends.
Filipino
and
is,
it's
for me,
very,
if I would say one word, would be Zen.
Zen?
Zen,
think it
yeah.
was Zen?
Not
Really?
Japanese, but Zen, yeah.
Zen.
It's like,
Yeah.
everything is easy, you know. It's like no stress. They don't stress that much. Well, maybe I'm wrong, but that's the vision I had compared to us.
Maybe because we laugh a lot.
I think it's laughter, yeah.
No, but when the world is hard, you know, you just because after you can just enjoy, smile, and take what you have for granted and enjoy it.
And I'm sure you also noticed, you saw this in the Philippines, right? It's the same.
Yeah.
I never saw them smile. Yeah, people they are.
Even poor people, yeah.
Yeah,
They-
I think the more you pour, the more you smile. I think.
Yeah.
You smile, yeah,
No,
yeah.
I mean,
I
it's
think
like,
Like
It
resiliency in the Philippines is very
Yeah,
very common.
very resilient.
It's romanticized, but it's kind of true that we are resilient people. Like because of these kinds of hardships in life, we have no choice but to laugh.
you enjoy simple things.
Yeah.
And, life is easy.
Yeah.
Life is cool.
That's true.
We are always stressed. You know, the French always in strike and complain for their right, and they want more. And they don't want regulation. They don't want. They just want to have more than what they have all the time.
Yeah.
They think about their retirement and this and that.
I get what you're
Philippines,
saying.
they don't have retirement. It's like, what? You stop
plans. Yeah.
working,
Till you die,
you don't have money.
Yeah.
It's like
It's
There's no future.
there's no privilege.
There's no plan.
They don't have the privilege that we have to be like a fourth or fifth or sixth nation in the world, powerful
Yeah.
compared to the number of people. We're only 60 million.
Yeah.
You are 120,
I don't know.
more than that.
Probably.
But if everybody was to come back in the country, there's no even space.
They're
for
making
everyone.
1 million tonight in the Philippines right now. Doing it right now.
more.
Any particular culture that you can share, like you can share to other nationalities, or maybe to your kids when they grow up?
Kabayan box.
Balikbayan box.
Yes.
They are so with this box. It's
Really?
incredible. No, it's
Yeah.
funny. No, I like the thing though.
The concept of that
Because
one.
you are so outside of the country that you bring back, you know. bring-
Yeah.
And
I
she
never-
was receiving box. My wife that went from the San
Yeah.
Francisco because she had family in the US. Because after when you're Filipino, you have family everywhere.
Yes.
Yes.
Always.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because you always have people living abroad somewhere. Living
Yeah.
there. So that's not the case in our European style.
How was it when you saw this balikbayan box?
No, I never saw. It's only on YouTube. It's because my wife, she's not really like. She don't really. She sent a box this Christmas, but that's the first time I think.
Oh.
Yeah.
But she used to fly, so she traveled.
yeah,
She was
you're
going
right.
back in the Philippines
Yes.
twice a month.
Yeah.
So she was always going back. But the suitcase was full of cookies, pistachio, and lemon.
It's,
Lemon, because lemon, I don't know. In
Yes.
Philippines, there's no
It's
lemon.
very expensive.
There's lime,
Oh, no.
but there's no lemon.
Expensive.
Very expensive.
It's expensive.
So
It's
Oh,
important.
And the
Yeah.
mom, she loved lemon. Plenty of lemon. 3-4 kg in the
Wow.
suitcase.
I mean, it's
Lemon.
also a different generation now. We grew up with like older uncles who work abroad would bring balikbayan box. But
Shoes. Yeah.
now, for example, if you try to fill in a balikbayan box with like Hershey's chocolate,
Yeah.
when you go into the Philippines, you see them in
can
this,
buy it.
The supermarket.
It's
Yeah.
probably cheaper in the supermarket. It's like where
You continue to do this, but it's not
Yeah.
like, it's like the first time I saw a McDonald's in my life.
Yeah.
I was 14 years old. There were no McDonald's in France.
France.
Ah, no.
Wow.
No, for them that was regression. That was that's not food. That was attack of the enemy. We have boulangerie, croissant,
It's the same.
jambon beurre. We don't.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
So it was you have to go in the big city to have a McDonald's.
Yeah.
The same in Russia.
Yeah, I think so.
Only in
yeah,
Moscow,
yeah.
one.
Wow.
So I discovered the burger. I was 14 years old. Yeah, what a shock.
I remember my birthday parties in McDonald's growing up. So
Yeah,
It's like Jollibee in the
Yeah.
Philippines.
Yeah,
exactly.
but here they are more like in the US. I think you're
Yes.
quite US as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
So,
grew up with McDonald's as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jollibee.
And you watch basketball.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why?
No, we're small people, but we do it. We do it.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Have you seen a Filipino making a dunk? Is it possible?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
He's half though.
That's the thing.
Top giant.
No, but when football was became popular when we were in university, we had fun. Like that's
Yeah.
insane. Like I ditched basketball and like
Yeah.
I played
Yeah.
football.
Wow.
No, but it's funny because it's basketball is like incredible.
thing in-
yeah,
Yeah,
It's a
sorry.
major sport for like a
It's a
baseball in
religion
Japan.
for us.
Yeah.
It's a religion for us.
Japan,
Religion,
they
yes.
love baseball.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah.
Also, it's a U.S. importation at one
Yeah.
point during the wars and stuff. So they kept it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Philippines was amazing. Is that everybody speak English
Yeah.
perfectly.
Mm.
My wife, she have no accent. I think I cannot barely understand
Mm.
any accent. It's like perfect English. I'm like, that's not our case.
Yeah.
You're English.
Diabetes.
What about you, Tom? About any culture that you can share
Any culture, I think.
that you like?
I feel like all I talk about is food. But the thing I really like about the Philippine culture is
Food.
I think from what I know, and I might be speaking
Yeah.
wrong, all the Filipinos I know, they come together around food. And even at work, at lunchtime, from my other colleagues, maybe from France, from England, they would bring their sandwiches and eat at their desk and keep
Yeah.
going, you know. Whereas I feel the Philippine lunchtime is the big event, and you start talking about,
Yeah.
maybe talking wrong, but from what I hear, we start talking about it from 9, 10 in the morning. And what's for lunch? What's for lunch? What are we going to have? And then it
That is
becomes
true.
a big event. And then at
You know
12 o'clock,
that's
the
true.
pantry is
That's-
full
Yeah.
for the hour. And it's laughter,
Yeah.
it's fun, and it's talking
Actually,
about basketball.
never noticed that.
and-
Like, yeah, like
This is
asking
from
questions.
the Spanish.
Yeah,
The Spanish, they were
Mm.
traumatized with food
Mm.
because they are Franco at the time in Spain during the kind of lockdown as well. It was a recession and everything. And food was missing. That's why all my family, they moved in Algeria at the time, was a French province under Africa. But they were all Spanish because they were dying in their country. So they moved. And the thing, food was an obsession.
Big event.
Yeah.
And if you go in Spain, you will see the bocadillo at 10 o'clock in the morning, and then after they have to make a break at 2 or 3 afternoon, and they eat for 1
Siesta.
2 or 3
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah.
And they close the shop, everything is
yeah,
closed.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then after they reopen the shop, they close around 6 7, and they eat at 9
And they
10
eat,
11 p.m. And it's always big food.
Yeah.
Food is an absolute obsession.
But I think that's it. I think that's what I will give down to my son. Kind of say, stop, have some fun, enjoy with your friends, gather together, and eat and share food. And that's definitely a miss
nice.
that.
It's
From,
nice.
Not in the UK culture. That's, yeah,
You have a lot of energy for food. That
we have good
Yeah.
breakfast in UK.
yeah, good breakfast in the UK.
No, eggs, sausage, all this
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know,
I
maybe
like
there's other
that.
things.
English
no?
breakfast.
Yeah, English
Yeah,
breakfast, that's
yeah.
great.
Yeah, agreed.
After I cannot be calling
And then you
other
don't eat
name.
all day.
Jenya?
Maybe about gathering. Yeah, I like
Gathering.
this.
The same.
Gathering?
The same.
Yeah.
Mm.
You're so easygoing, and you like gathering. That's what I would take.
The gathering. Handaan. We call it handaan.
Since we're
Yeah.
talking about food, any favorite Filipino food that you... Tom?
specific.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
You tried all these?
I'm not sure. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Kuchinta.
Kuchinta.
Wow.
Yeah, all these sweets, they're nice with coconut, with condensed milk. They're so crazy sweet, but they're so good. Yeah, and they all these names are doubled. Like hello, bilo, bilo. Why not kuchinta? Tell me why.
Yeah,
Tell me
that's
why.
true.
Even the nickname, no? You make
Yeah.
a double or
Yeah, and totem.
Why?
Oh, yeah.
It's always double.
Boy, boy.
Often it's
Yeah.
wet. So, yeah.
Tom?
Yeah. Oh, it's hard to
Tom.
pick one. It's hard to pick one.
Hard to pick one.
Yeah, I do love the Filipino food. I think over the years it's just become more and more. I'll be honest, I struggled at the start. I really did struggle at the start to get into the food. I struggled with the fish, the shellfish, the crabs, given a fork and a spoon trying to eat prawns. How do you do this? You know?
Yeah,
So I'd pick it
yeah.
up and I'd make such a mess, and my wife
Yeah.
would teach me now and again. It's like,
I mean,
"Oh,
she opened for
can
me
you-
as well.
Can you open it for me? Yeah, and now over time I've got to it. So so over time I've kind of got to love everything. But
Exotic, maybe?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. To be honest, like I get served the food usually. I don't even know the names,
Yeah.
and I love all of it. There's not much I
What's
don't
the most
like.
exotic food that you eat in the
You've tried,
Philippines? Yeah, I've tried.
Most exotic food.
Have you tried balut?
Like balut.
Balut I tried on our wedding.
Yeah, how was it?
So
Balut
we
is-
got married in Boracay.
Balut
So,
is- it's, duck
with
egg.
my father-in-law.
Duck
we had,
egg.
With the
Duck
baby.
Unfertilized duck egg.
Yeah.
Baby.
Yeah.
I tried
Yeah.
everything. It's all
Oh
about
I think if you don't think it tastes nice,
Yeah.
like an egg.
Nice.
But yeah, if you think about it too hard, it's.
If you watch it,
Yeah.
if you look at it,
Yeah.
yeah, it doesn't look right. Yeah, yeah.
You tried it, John?
no.
No?
No,
Never?
no,
Would you
Never.
try
Would you
it?
try?
I'm not a big adventurous on food. Honestly,
yeah.
I
Okay.
need the basics. So for me, pancit is perfect. Easy food,
yeah,
you know?
pancit.
No, it's like a-
Yeah.
That's true.
That's it, Pansit.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's it.
it take me time to go on a difficult land of food.
It's one favorite. It's pork, spicy pork. It's got a
Spicy
name of an
pork?
island in it.
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
It'll come to
Adobo?
me in a minute.
No, it's
Last time, yeah, adobo.
Bicol Express.
Bicol Express.
Oh,
yeah, if I
okay,
had
yeah, I
to pick
love it.
one, Bicol Express.
pretty good.
would be-
I love
yeah,
it.
I
I love
love
it,
Bicol
yeah.
Express.
But it's
Making me hungry, Tom.
Yeah, I know. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh my God.
But the thing that I observed, especially like at work with Filipino food, it's like, do you hate it or you like it?
Mhm.
A lot of
Yeah.
people complain that Filipino food is too like tasty and very
Too strong.
oily.
Very oily, yeah.
Because obviously we eat with a lot of rice, so it has to
Mhm.
be balanced
Complemented.
with,
Yeah. Yeah.
After, if you look the other country next to you, like there's Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia, they have different food completely. But even if it's Asian, because you have the Spanish influence that
Yeah.
came in the middle
yeah.
of you.
Vietnam, they have like French influence.
Yeah, they are French. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. But they have that the name is they're frying food as well.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
But Thailand is on completely on a different level.
That's true.
And Japanese more something
Yeah,
else.
such
probably.
an interesting
Yeah.
topic. Yeah,
Well,
food.
Yeah,
Food.
Yeah.
food is something
we,
else.
would, we would talk about like
Yeah.
4 hours.
yeah,
Food,
definitely.
yeah. But I have to put my wife for food. She's the expert. She loves cooking.
Since we all talk about like it's all about positive and all the good things, anything
Negative?
anything negative or that anything that annoys you about Filipino,
Yeah.
for example.
As I told you about this, I'm loud and it's you called it passive aggressive.
Passive aggressive.
I don't feel in our couple, but I would make Filipinos like braver, yeah, maybe stronger in some point, yeah, kind of.
I get what you're trying to say, yeah. Because we're always like trying to, you know,
We're timid.
To be good, to be nice.
to be nice, yeah.
Too nice.
Yeah.
Too easygoing.
Unassertive sometimes.
But more with that kind of sense that we don't really want to, get into difficult conversation over a certain level of things. Like for example, like John was saying about service, you don't want to you're just out there.
Yeah.
You want to come back home. You don't want to, have this.
You don't want to
Avoid
fight.
conflict.
You don't want to fight.
You don't wanna
basically.
fight.
Yeah.
And sometimes
So, yeah.
to progress, you need to fight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
True.
we need to
But
go
that's,
through such situations.
Because we were brought up like, don't say that. Don't say that.
Yeah.
Say
Be
that.
quiet, be quiet.
quiet.
It's the
Yes,
same
because
as-
of the upbringing.
But this can change, but it will take a long time because after it's inside your.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Maybe
trying.
it's
Yeah,
because-
now we're learning.
Maybe it's because of the influence of the Spaniards as well. Like
I think
we
so
were like-
because
yeah.
my sister was living in Mexico, and the thing is the Spanish
Yeah.
is the same.
The same.
And the problem when you have been colonized for like 300 years,
Yes.
whatever, you become assisted, you become waiting.
Yeah.
And then after when you done on your own again,
Yeah.
then after you don't have you need to be driven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Things that
It will take some time to,
yeah,
to
so it's like it's in after it's very hard to change it
independent.
because you're independent and you have to become warrior. Like you have Japan on the side, you have this, you have that, you have to
Yeah.
fight.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
Indonesia and also the country. So if you're, it's not the best to have been colonized, I guess.
Yeah.
Because after behind, you need to relearn how to fight
Yes.
on your own because nobody's gonna help you. So
That's true.
To develop, to go.
Well, Duterte is a bit fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He seems to be a fighter in the world. After in the action, I don't know, but in the talk, he fights.
What about Tom? About
yeah.
that annoys you.
What
I remember.
annoys me?
I don't know. Like if you notice, like I remember we talked about
What?
Filipino time and
Oh yeah. Problem.
What do you say?
Being late.
Always late.
Oh, Filipino
It's not,
time.
it's
Yeah.
not only Filipino.
oh, it's not only Filipino.
No, I
Yeah.
think it's everybody. That's the
In
new.
Dubai?
That's the new lack of respect. People are always late, but late for no reason. In like 4 hours, like.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So
I
it's not
agree
an
with you.
So it's not an issue.
It's not a Filipino thing.
I'm always on time.
I don't know. Now we go back to we
I
started
hate
talking about my wife, can I say that? She might be listening. But being late, yeah. Cut it. It's just, we've got to leave in half an hour. Yeah. Mate, okay, I'm moving, and then half an hour later, I'm going. No, I need half an hour to get ready. And
I think majority of women are like
urgency,
that.
but maybe that's that's true.
So much for asking.
Beep, beep.
Yeah, maybe that's not the Filipino.
Next question.
Culture, maybe.
Yeah, because you're the only woman at the table.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a
Just be
bit-
gentle.
That's true.
Damn.
You have the atomic bomb.
Yeah.
And Putin is not nice. Oh, he's a bad guy.
Yeah, be careful.
So we're almost finished, right, Epi?
Yeah, almost finished.
So we have this term here, like for Russia, it's about known things that you can
Like
tell.
stereotypes.
Yeah, stereotype, for example.
Stereotypes. Yeah.
For Russia, it's the space.
Space, ballad, I don't know.
Yeah,
Vodka.
yeah.
Vodka.
Bears.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else?
For UK, it's
For French, like food.
for French, it's food.
Yeah, la mode, food,
Cheese.
Tour Eiffel, cheese.
Cheese, yeah.
No, but we have
Croissant.
we have other things. We don't just have food.
Croissant.
That's the first
Red
thing that
wine.
yeah.
For England,
England, probably entertainment.
entertainment.
Yeah.
They have the Queen.
TV series.
Queen, the royal family.
Right.
Mr. Bean?
Mr. Bean.
What a nice picture. You get for
What's
you.
England famous for? Fish and chips, as
Fish
you
and
say.
Yeah,
chips,
fish and
yeah.
chips, yeah.
Happy hour.
Happy
at the
hour.
pub. Ah,
With
yeah.
good drinkers, good
Yeah.
drinkers.
The pub, the fog.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's
Jack-
the
Jack the
food
Ripper?
of the Philippines?
The fog?
The fog.
The frog?
The fog. Oh, you said fog.
What the fuck? What the fuck is this?
What the fog?
What the fuck?
So we have like these kind of like stereotypes.
Stereotypes. Yeah, stereotypes.
Stereotypes.
Yeah.
Stereotypes by Filipinos? What are you talking about? By us?
No, by the world.
By the world.
So-
okay.
Towards like the
Filipinos.
French, towards the
Yeah.
British, towards the Russians.
okay.
What about like, what do you think about Filipinos?
Filipinos, yeah.
What do you
Ah,
think
okay.
about
Oh,
it?
the stereotype.
Yeah. What is a
It's
good
Nannies?
it's hard.
Hello, Mamsir. Hello, Mamsirs.
Sellers and
Yeah,
nannies.
Mamsir.
Yeah, hello.
No,
Mamsir.
it's really hard because we don't live in that country. So we live in Dubai actually. Even
Yeah.
if you're Filipino, you're Filipino outside. So I don't know. Honestly, I won't
For
be
me,
able.
it's always laughter. As I say, I keep
God,
saying it, but it's
really?
always laughter. I very rarely see a sad Filipino. And
Yeah?
maybe,
Yeah.
maybe again it's Dubai, but it's always laughter, fun, gatherings.
No, sometimes my wife she don't laugh. And
you need to cut
When
this?
she's
Yeah, she's
sleeping.
We need to cut this.
I
I think we need to cut that.
No,
Okay.
no.
So yeah.
Any last words you can share the
Yeah, like what
viewers about having a relationship with the
Any
Filipinos?
advice, yeah.
Any
Exactly.
advice?
For anyone like starting with
what are the
their,
joys for it, or like
or
I don't
mixed
know, maybe.
nationality relationship?
You go first.
My God, John, he just pushed you to the English channel, bro. My God. Tom, your turn.
We've been joking around a lot, but honestly, I would never look back. I would never look back.
Oh.
It's been a good journey. It's been fun. I say traveling to open up the Philippines to me. I feel like I'm now half Kabayan with a
Oh,
son. I
really?
feel like it's
really.
honestly, it's like the culture has embraced me into the Philippines, and it's such a welcoming country. And yeah, I mean, obviously, you can't say that every Filipino is the same. My wife is a unique person, and it might be from a different place, maybe. But the culture, the whole family has been so welcoming, and I say, I would never look back. Never look back. It's opened a whole world to me, and I want to explore the Philippines. From what I've seen, it's an amazing country. Boracay, Palawan, we've been down to, and but yeah, mixed relationship. It can be challenging to start. I do remember kind of car journeys, and I would drive my wife back home, and sometimes we'd be in silence. We'd be, what do we say to each other? I think she was just kind of would get a nosebleed, as you say. Sometimes too much English, and my Tagalog back then I couldn't even say hello, anything. So yeah, difficult language is definitely a challenge in the beginning, but it's amazing. amazing how many similarities we do have, even growing up the other side of the world.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
we would talk about things when we were just kids, and we'd have the same thing. And the TV, obviously, maybe the programs were different, but it's the same memories. It's the memories of the food and what you watched and who you played with and your friends. And so,
That's nice.
no, it's great. Yeah, I definitely would recommend it, but it's got to be the right person. You know, I think it's
Yeah.
about the
Yeah,
person
right.
rather than the
Yeah, exactly.
nationality. For
Yeah,
me.
yeah,
Yeah.
tama. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I think
good.
so. Yeah.
What about you, Jen?
Yeah, I would just say, I don't know. I would wish people just to believe in love, regardless
Aw.
nationalities. So that's it.
That's great. Yeah.
That's it. Okay,
John?
you, Jean?
Me, I'm very proud of my wife nationality. Like,
I will put up the volume.
yeah, put it up. No, it's more fun in the Philippines, like they say.
Yeah.
Except when I go to the embassy of the Philippines in Dubai.
Yeah. That's true.
It's quite packed. When you go to the French one, it's so easy, you know. We're only 10,000 or 15,000 people, you know, in France. So we go, it's like almost like a home service, you know. So now I'm very proud of my wife's nationality. I embrace the Filipino culture, even if I don't know it yet. It's Asian culture anyway. I'm a bit of Spanish, and so it's a mix of everything. So I have the impression I'm part of it because I'm not Asian, but in somewhere in my blood, there's a bit of Asian anyways.
Yeah.
So
That's
yeah.
true.
I will speak Tagalog one day.
Yeah. Learn the curse word first. Man.
You?
So yeah, that's it, right?
Yeah, I guess
I
that's
think
it.
that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you so much for listening to this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we did.
I want to say thank you to Jinya
Yes.
and Tom, John.
Yeah.
It's always fun to always chat with you guys.
Yeah.
You know, we do it not on a
Yeah.
show, but like
Yeah.
always.
This is a very different setup, but yeah, I'm sure
Yeah.
that I hope that you guys have had fun. So yeah, thank you so much for listening. And yeah, do you have like any last
words?
Thank you for having
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, thanks for being here,
Thanks for
guys.
having
Yeah,
us. It's
thank
been a great experience.
Nice microphone.
So yeah, thank you so much sa mga nainig at maraming salamat po. Kami po ang Hellomamsir Show.
Mapapanood nila sa?
Yeah, itong episode na ito mapapanood sa youtube.com/Hellomamsir Show, facebook.com/Hellomamsir Show, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, yeah.
Spotify,
Yeah.
Google Podcast.
Yeah. You can all stream our episode in that channels. Yeah.
And
you listen to your
yung
podcast.
lahat na nag-comment sa recent video natin, recent podcast natin, babatiin natin sila sa next episode.
Next episode.
Sa shoutout namin kaya.
Bang yan.
Alright.
So, yeah, maraming salamat po. Kami po ang
Salamat.
salamat.
Salamat po.
Salamat, guys.
Yan, thank you so much. Kami po ang Hellomamsir Show. Maraming salamat po. Ako po, ang paborito niyo, Tito Epi.
Tito Daryl.
Tito Lewis.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah.